Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing? I'm doing alright. I realized I'm more at home than I thought I was because I thought my neighborhood was like really uptight, but some guy came knocking at my door asking for titi or tete or something like that. And I'm like, man, I miss the hood. So today, why is that there? Why is that there? Let me see here. Oh man, guys, I'm sorry. I don't even have the music set up for you. Man, I'm sorry. There you go. Yeah, let's turn that down a little bit. Yeah, that's good. So today we're gonna be doing something. We're gonna be drawing Flcl characters, in order to get a vibe for it. So essentially we're gonna be doing a few 5-minute poses just to keep things loose. Then we're gonna sit down and do an hour-long pose and study. Now, why am I doing this? Well, because the last year I spent drawing realism, and now my realism is okay, but my anime skills have gone down, and Flcl is one of my favorite series, so I thought we could just, vibe it out and figure it out. Alright, cool. I'm just gonna move my mic over here. Let's see. Property. There we go. Alright. If anybody's in chat, please let me know if you guys can see this or not. Actually, I can just whoop. Yeah. So if the 5-minute poses are a little bit too short for you, please pause the video and just, feel it out, vibe it out, do what you need to do. If you need to go to the toilet or something, I'm looking for my stylus. Oh, I'm clipping. No, that's bad. Okay, that should be better. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah. So if you ever need to. Hold on. Man, I need one of those Ginger Ninja OWO mugs. I hate money mugs. If you know Ginger Ninja, a really amazing artist, go check them out. Let's see here. Let's disable that. Cool. Yeah, man. I hope everybody's had a good week. And Friday's right around the corner. I know that's important to some of you. Unlike me, I have to do pizza. Anyways, so before we start, one thing you need to know is to, whatever tools you're using, whatever medium, it could be a crayon. Please stretch your arms, stretch your knuckles, stretch your hands, whatever you need to do to loosen yourself up, because when you're sitting down for a long drawing session, you could end up hurting yourself and could end up with carpal tunnel. I know a lot of people have had carpal tunnel, like at least almost every artist I've known has told me about carpal tunnel, and I have yet to get carpal tunnel because I use my arm to draw. So if you just use your arm to actually do your art, it could benefit you in the long run. Now, I'm not saying like, hold on, let me put me back on. Like, if you're like, I'm not saying draw like this because that's too stiff, but if you know, like I am on my canvas right now, and so you just whoop with your arm and whoop with your arm, not using your wrist. The wrist is really good when you're getting into it, like into detail, like, oh yeah, like we're not doing that right now. What we're doing is long strokes, you know. So this is just a warm up. Don't think about line quality. Don't think about anything. Just draw some lines. Get yourself loose. You know, get your mind moving. You know, and like maybe you'll start seeing something like, okay, well, this is kind of like a tunnel. Okay, and this is like a spaceship going that way, or you know, just let your head go to a place before you sit down and really structure yourself, getting yourself back into that structure. That's the kind of mindset I like to have. Not a lot of people like to have it, but hey, here we are. Here's the stream. Yay. So yeah, like maybe it's going that way. Okay, and just get rid of it. Like, it's not important. Just throw it out. It's an idea. It's gone. It's super important to like not get attached to something for too long. I'm starting to sound like a motivational speaker. I'm not. Okay, so like maybe this is an arm. Okay, so I know it goes this way. All right, cool. So like let's make it go this way. Now it has depth. Okay. And boom. You know, we got an arm. Yeah, kinda, sorta. Anyways, so let's get into it. Like I said, if you need to take a break, take a break. If you don't, cool. But we're gonna spend roughly 5 minutes per pose, and then we're gonna sit down for a 10, and then we're gonna sit down for a 20, and then we're gonna see where we're at. If anybody's out there in chat doing anything, you know, following along, cool, let me know. You know, if you need to know how a pose is broken down, I can do that. But yeah, just let me know in the comment section down below, and we can talk it out. We can work it out. Yeah, I'm gonna leave my face. That's better. Cool. So I'm gonna move my mic. Chat, let me know if you can hear me. If not, cool. Yeah. So we're gonna get started with this pose. Sure. So the first thing that every quote unquote master can do is they'll get their reference and study it. The more you study it, the better you'll get at that specific pose. But right now we're not trying to focus on that pose, or trying to gather that specific pose. We're focused on the shapes, the shape of everything. You know, like, okay, so I would watch my analysis of form professor do this. He would go this way, and like this way. You know, just getting your lines in place. See this blade of grass? Forget about it. It's not there. So you're trying to see the shape of everything before you commit to something. Because the whole time that you're doing art, you are making decisions. So you got to think about those decisions before you make them. However, you know, it's art. Do it. Just do it how you feel and do it how what feels right to you. So I got that line, that line, that line. And obviously, this doesn't work for me. But that's just one way to think about shapes and sides. Personally, how I find a pose, I look at it for a really, really, really long time, and then I get into it. Um, so if I get quiet, I'm sorry. Just times two speed it, I guess. Okay, so what did I do wrong? I focused on the lines versus the actual shape of it all. Like this actual pose. Like how does this pose actually look in 3 dimensions versus 2 dimensions? Because obviously right now I'm thinking about the second dimension. I need to be thinking about the third dimension, change the way I think. So how do I start thinking that way? Well, you have to be introduced to something I like to call the horizon line. Where do your eyes go? Cool. So obviously my eyes kind of go about like right here. So obviously this image doesn't really have too much perspective going on in terms of line quality and weight and how it's read in a general consensus. But what I could do is think about, well, where are these lines going? Like how do they fall? Okay, so rule of thumb, anything below the horizon line needs to come down, anything above the horizon needs to come up. So my horizon line might not be your horizon line, but there is a correct quote unquote horizon line. It's just helping you think about weight and depth. But yeah, there is definitely a right and wrong, and I'm definitely doing it wrong. Probably. I don't know. Let me know. Oh my god, I sound like a surfer. Oh, alright, bro, let me know. Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. And so this arm would come out this way. So this is kind of like a weird, interesting kind of perspective thing going on. So obviously you don't want to do this if you don't have the tools necessary. This is kind of giving you the idea of what you should be thinking about, and that what I should be thinking about. This isn't necessarily for man, I don't know, like, this is just for the sake of studying how to study a pose, not say like, oh, this is my art, you know, this is you showing your work or doing the work. You're solving for X. There we go. You're solving for X. The problem's already solved, but there's an unknown. So what we're doing is trying to fill in that gap in between these anime drawings, because anybody can say, you know, go to an art school, you know, do a figure drawing class. At the end of the day, if you don't learn this kind of like fundamental thing, like how you know, wraparounds and stuff work, you're never gonna well, I don't want to say never. It's gonna be a long journey for you. I know that for a fact because I've been drawing for years, and I just went to art school, and it really made me realize that, oh, I should study more. I guess that's horrible. I just wanted to address that because it's just really interesting, because like I'm learning so much about the art community, and it's just like, oh, I get it now. Like, okay, I'm starting to think about the lines again. Okay, so where is this form actually? Okay, I know the arm is like right here, right? Cool. Sorta. Okay, so that would mean her neck is about right here. I guess. This is still a guesstimation. Okay, so her neck is like right here. Let's see. Okay, so just make that a little bit like this. Maybe. I don't know, man. I don't know how to art. Okay. Okay. So do this and this. Cool. Line goes up. Up. Wall right there. Make room for the wall. Yes, I would love to cut it. Because this is a bad drawing. Like, this is a really bad pose. Like, but that's okay. Like, we're getting through this together. Yeah. Like that. And okay. So obviously 5 minutes have passed, I think. But we move on. Oh, I was already doing some studying on that. Let's see. Let's do this one. This pose is it's very mundane, and very, very empty. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to focus on the composition of this piece. So right now I'm gonna see here. Let's go ahead and stretch this out, yeah? Alright, cool. Oops. Come on. There we go. Okay. So the whole piece is very lonesome. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just sketch it out. Alright, cool. Let's get you out of the way. Gross. Okay, so got my Mimi right here. A bat. Okay. We have Takun here. Okay. We got a tangent right here, kind of. So, yeah, she comes up like right on top. Okay. Good to know. So let's zoom out. Okay. So another thing I'm doing wrong is my aspect ratio is off. Well, what do you mean by that, Baka? It's just off, okay? Just trust me. It's more like right here, right? Hey, you whoop whoop. Oh, nope. Back beast. And then you just whoop whoop. And you whoop. And you whoop. And then you whoop 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 whoop. I don't know if you guys can even hear me. If you guys can't hear me, let me know. But maybe that's a good thing. So don't let me know. Leave a comment. Oh man. Okay, cool. So we got this. We got all sorts of grass things happening. Okay, how long has that been? Alright, cool. Whatever. Alright, cool. Also, bonus tips. to anybody who can name this scene. Well, not name it, like, obviously this is a scene number, but if you can tell me, like, the line from this specific frame, I will give you a kiss, because I am broke. Everybody who was about to answer was like, oh, I'm definitely going to answer because he's going to give me something good. But no, he just made it weird. Oh, that's bad. Well, yeah, it's really bad. Bad. Oh my goodness, my neighbors are murdering me. Take a little sippy soup. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and just keep drawing this. Okay, so I got my stick figures. Now what? Okay, so now I'm gonna start thinking about what the characters actually look like and where everything is. So our cutoff is about like right here. So we got a little bit like right here. Boom. Sort of. So we want to keep things rough, want to keep things loose in order to really, hunker down, I guess. Because we're going to be doing a lot of rendering once it comes down to like a 20-minute pose or a 30-minute pose. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to choose a different color. Alright. One thing I really love about how this is drawn is how simplified it is. It's very simple. It's like neck down. No one suspects the thicker the the thicker stick figure. No one ever suspects it. So this is kind of how I see form. For anybody who doesn't know me, I like to make a mess of things and then clean it up, like life. Let's see. Okay, is this a silhouette? Cool. Right there. Okay, so that kind of goes See, if I was really invested in doing this, I would definitely put down a perspective grid and like really, really invest some time in this. But I'm not trying to 100% do that. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to understand how the scene looks to me, which is a really douchey way of saying it, and I said it super douchily. But you know, you have to like find the way how you can communicate to yourself in order before you like really invest in something. I don't know, man. Just draw. That's what everybody says, right? Just draw. Like, just draw. It's fine. Don't learn things like perspective. Like, no, do it. Because it's important. I don't care what anybody says. Like, tracing is important. Because if you have a line quality that you want to obtain, doing it repetitively will build up that strength, but not to post it. Like, don't post that stuff. Like that's personal. That's some personal arting, It's a lesson I had to learn. That looks okay. I mean, what am I talking about? It looks bad. So with this, I could fix the perspective and invest a little bit more time in it. But right now, like I said, we're not doing that. We're just trying to get pen in paper, or pen on paper, or just keep it moving. Keep the flow going. Just because you're bad now, it doesn't mean that you're going to be bad tomorrow. And just because you don't feel creative now doesn't mean that there isn't something that you can reference and just get a drawing done. because I definitely suffer from that because I'm working on a comic, and you know, sometimes my brain juice isn't going as well as it should. But now, um, instead of worrying too much about, you know, what's in my reference bank in my head, I'm more worried about, um, you know, something that's in front of me, something that I can see, something that's visible, because I can spend 1,000 hours on One Piece, but we're not gonna. Right now, we're just looking at a reference piece, you know, sketching it out, feeling it out, moving on, you know. Nothing too crazy, but nothing too intense. How long have we been streaming? Like 37 minutes, and we've done like one drawing. Oh, man, I'm slow. I'm really slow. That's okay. We're slow together. Obviously this looks too small. Let's increase the size. Yes. Okay. Boom. And boom. No. Boom. Something like that. Yeah. So we got a figure going out. Oh. Okay, cool. Figure. And we have Auntie coming down, like looking down. Obviously she isn't, she's lower. Let's see here. The perspective is a little weird. It's kind of thrown overboard. It's kind of like a third perspective, 3-point perspective. Kinda. I could definitely be wrong. Let's see here. Okay, cool. Just getting the shape and just feeling it out. Yo, if you ever catch me on stream, like, they'll be like, man, his art's bad. It's because this is how I think, you know. I'm artistically, I am artistically slow on the uptake. So when I found out about digital art and all these tools, that you can utilize, man, I can't believe I said it. So, that's gonna offend somebody. I know that's gonna offend somebody. I am sorry for whoever that offends. Let's see, but if anybody knows me, who knows me personally, they know I'm an anxious mess. And so whenever I draw, like my sketches, they're always messy, which I've been known to be. Does it mean my art's bad? It's up for you to decide. Art's subjective. I could draw, you know, anything, but I'm trying to understand anime because I like anime more than I like realism. A lot of people say there's more money in realism, but it's a lot more competition, or well, there's competition in every you know, industry. Like, okay, so she goes down, which is about like right here. So the angle between them is like about here. So I want to replicate that a little bit. Okay, cool. Okay, which way is her nose pointing? Sure. Whatever. Okay, so I'm not gonna worry too much about things. I'm really bad at the form today, man. But that's okay. Because we're not worried about it. Like, I'm okay with shapes right now, but like when it comes down to the human form, I am bombing. I'm bombing it. That's because I do normally think about things like value and stuff, but like learning a style is hard, man. Learning an art style is hard. And I recommend that anybody doing it. Like, if you draw in the style of, Yo-Yo Shinari, something from Studio Trigger, I recommend trying to go shoujo. Try to draw shoujo all the way. Like, commit like a good month of just drawing shoujo anime and let me know how that goes. Because I don't know why I'm trying to justify myself. Like, oh, look at Baka. He's just trying to cover up for the fact that he can't draw. Shut up. I know it. Oh, let's see here. This one. Okay, this one we're gonna invest some time in. One of my friends told me that this was their favorite scene, so we're really gonna like hunker down and like really figure out this scene as soon as I fix it. Whoop and whoop. Thought that said puto. Oh my gosh. No. Where's my head? Where's my head at? Come on. Where's your head at? Okay, cool. So Okay, so what's happening right now is I'm squashing my canvas. Like my brain is like thinking to itself, "Oh, I only have this much room. I'm not drawing outside of the canvas. I'm just thinking about this super narrow um, perspective." So what I'm gonna do, or not perspective, this canvas, super narrow canvas. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna change that canvas size. Swoop. Enter, and boom, we're there. Okay, cool. So we're setting this up. Mimi's right about there. Auntie's back is a lot bigger. His legs don't start about to like right here. Okay, so oh man, it smells like coffee. So whenever you're drawing something, another good thing to do, another good thing that my professors recommend doing is have your reference right next to you if you're ever doing this type of study thing. Just so you could kind of line things up more easily. That's why I have a ruler, but the rulers aren't like I'm not using them right. Like there's a way to like copy 110%, but I'm not doing that. I'm just you know, just keeping an eyeball, like trying to think to myself, okay, well, you know, what do I see? How do I see it? You know, versus that. Man, there's like awkward breathing in between like this music. I think I'm gonna change it. It's kind of making me uncomfortable. Let's see here. 10 hours. Okay. Let's see. Cool. Sure. Atypical streamer sounds. As long as this one doesn't have breathing, I think I'm good. I'm insecure about that because I'm a bigger guy. You know, I breathe heavily, but there are ways to avoid that. You know, I used to do that a lot. Okay. Yeah, and if you think this is cheating, you should see my perspective, professor. Yo, that dude's crazy. Yeah, I'll just draw a couple of lines and then boom, it is what it is. It's just like, what? It's because he uses reference and he's so good at using reference, and it's just... You know what? I'm digging this. Let's go ahead and develop this a little bit more. Let's make this a little wider, a little taller. I'm gonna go ahead and take a little break before we invest some time. Make sure you sit tight. You know, grab yourself a drink, stay hydrated. I'll be right back. Let's see. Hey everybody, I'm back. I did some thinking, and I realized that I am failing horribly tonight. So we're just gonna go ahead and sit down and draw hands for the rest of the night as punishment. I don't know if that's agreeable or not. But hey, that's what we're doing right now. We're just gonna be drawing some hands. And we'll just whoop, and there we are. Oof. Chat, let me know if you can't hear me. If not, that's cool. So, okay. So, key to drawing anything, draw out its overall shape first. Also make sure that you have the reference photo like literally everywhere. But that will help you build your composition. Yeah. So it's like that. Man, I am not. I'm just bad today, man. Like he's flipping him off. But it's not. Whew.
through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you, 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 won't you let the light shine through? Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you, 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 for you. try.